Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai. All praise unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Kadash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, and honors unto your brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. So I wanted to do this quick video on the scattering of the 12 tribes of Israel, and I was gonna base it on this so-called World Cup. And if you're into the entertainment and all of that, what you would have known is that France basically won the so-called FIFA World Cup. And the point of the video was basically going to two things. Okay, the scattering of the 12 tribes of Israel, of which you can see about this. You look at this team, right? I mean, I don't know too much about football and that, but most of these guys, what you know, is dark skin, Afro Caribbean descent. And as for the ones that do look like they're white, they're probably Jakes, especially when you're at that level of competition. But I'm not really into football like that. But pretty much what I was gonna go into is the scattering and how that Jake, okay, the Israelites are the salt of the earth. Okay, I'll start within the book of Deuteronomy, Deuteronomy the 7th chapter and the 6th verse, because you got it to where the French out there, they're gonna glory in that, and you got it to where a lot of them so-called developing countries out there where the Jakes come from, they ain't doing so well in the so-called World Cup and whatever. It's a kind of mundane, not mundane, but a basic premise. But the point is still there, in that whatever Jake does, which is the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Israelites scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, we excel at. All right. In fact, when you look at the whole of the so-called World Cup squad, from whatever team it was, most of the countries that were doing well are countries that have got a heavy history with immigration, especially France. I mean, you can tell from the pictures right there, these are straight, these are what you call, the vast majority of this team is what you call straight up Jakes. As in, you can tell that they're Israelites, they got their pigment and everything. Okay, but sometimes when you're dealing with certain things, with certain individuals, the Lord may have it to where they look like an Edomite, where they got the white skin, or they might look like a Moabite, where they got that Moabite skin and that Moabite look, but it will still be an Israelite. But with this squad, you can tell that they're straight up Israelites, and that's why you got it to where France has got a good pedigree within that particular realm. And whenever you check out whatever it be, now you're finding out even in academics. Because for a long time, you had it to where Jake, okay, the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, they didn't have access to so-called academia, okay? Whether that be, being a doctor. You're going to find some of the best doctors you're going to find out there are people of Negro, Hispanic, Native American descent, if they get into that. I don't know a doctor, and I'm talking about like a doctor, like a guy that knows his medicine and all of that. I don't know no Negro, Hispanic, or Native American doctor that's bad at their job, man. Okay? The same thing goes to any other realm of academia. Okay? It ain't just sports. But, for the purpose of this video, you're seeing sports. And remember, 50, 60 years ago, really at the sport's inception, this was for a sport predominantly for Edomites. The same thing you saw with basketball. Okay, with basketball blew up because what? Because you had it to where the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans took that over. And you got it to where some of them people out there like Dirk Nowitzki and so on and so forth, they really, I believe he's a person of Israelite descent. And when you check out these people's history, they'll come from places where you got history of decades of immigration, man. Okay, all this to prove what? That seed of Israel, that's where the salt be at, man. That's where the flavor be at within this earth. And that when you want something to excel, you're going to put a lot of Israelites in it. And it's coming out, like I said, it's coming out more and more now, even in academics. Okay? Oh, who the hell is this? Okay, so we can ignore that for the time being. That's not too incriminating. Oh, fuck, but he's got a number in there.